Live from Dodger Stadium, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Fastball for a strike. And this one is off and running. Just missed.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And that's too high. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So up next for Chicago, Chase Mydroff. Right side, Hernandez ranging after it. And there's one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Kyle Teal.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
That one the other way, puts it away for the out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
And up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. Vargas batting in the cleanup spot, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed. Tauchman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one upstairs. 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. The White Sox leave 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And towing the slab, Adrian Hauser.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now, Miguel Rojas. First pitch just misses. Out towards left center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Freddie Freeman in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
One out, runner at second. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first, and they get the out on Smith. And now it's Max Muncy.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
2 outs with a runner at third. Backed off the plate that time.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The kick, the 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the Dodgers score first. It's 1-0.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Runner at first with 2 away. Teoscar Hernandez will hit next. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. And a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
96, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
This to third, Rojas. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Second inning set to go. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Kyle Teal. Yamamoto back to work. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right? That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 2.
Got it. One gone here. And here is Sosa to the plate. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's outside.
Ball, that's outside.
And now 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
In the air, right side. Hernandez on his way over. Corrals it. Out. Number 2.
Batting 7, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Chases that one upstairs.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Nope, outside.
2 out, space is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in L.A. and here is Michael Conforto. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here comes Tommy Edman. And that one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that misses. And that's ball 1. And downstairs. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Just missing there. And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Batting 9,
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's been a great free agent sign. And there's a foul ball. In there at the knees. That's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Flied out his first time. Off the mark there. 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. And now 2 balls and a strike. Two outs. Up the middle. And he can't come up with it. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Doubled in his first AB. And that's outside. That's to third. Rojas. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. New inning getting started, and now Brooks Baldwin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First offering, and it just misses.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. Ball 1 to Taylor. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Finished finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Mike Tauchman. Rips that one center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Rojas settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Muncy digs in. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one fouled off. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just missed. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. There's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to the right side. On to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Chase Mydroth. Inside, almost got him.
Ball, that's out.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Swings and chases a low one there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's in for a strike. White Sox down a run. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Look out! And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Next is the speedy first baseman, Miguel Vargas. He's 0 for 1. In there for strike 1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Outside, 2-1. White Sox down a run. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Freeman to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the 4th, Michael Conforto will climb in. Conforto, in his 9th season, 32 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. That's in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today. This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Kim stands in now and watches strike one. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Here's a 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal. Yamamoto back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
So up next, Lenny Sosa. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The Dodgers up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Late on that fastball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. That one misses. Now 2-2. On the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. And the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
Now batting third baseman,
Josh Rojas, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Splits the plate, and that is strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
2 down, nobody on. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder Brooks.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first, Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. 2 outs. Back up the middle and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
And now the right fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Little chopper rolls foul. Gets him to chase after that one. Rojas on second. Baldwin at first. 2 out of the inning. Ground ball left side.
Now batting.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
2 outs, bases full. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1. Inside, just missed. Next offering way off the plate.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. Out of here. Grand slam. And now they're out in front. It's 4-1.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
My drop. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
Ball 1 there.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Number 86, the lefty, warming up as well. Fouls one off. 2-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The 3-2 is outside and it's ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So 2 down. Benintendi up here. And he grounds one to the right side. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Vargas. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Ohtani, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. 2 on, 2 outs. Stays alive. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper. He got the strikeout. A grand slam for the White Sox. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here is Miguel Rojas.
You know, these Dodgers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Late swing fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Ground ball to the right side. Vargas takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But
oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 11th of the year, and they close the gap. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. The batter now will be Will Smith. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss there.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
down the right side. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Here comes Max Muncy. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Adrian Hauser will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Jonathan Cannon into the game.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 2 for 2. Just missed. Muncy on at second with 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. Next one is off the plate. And a count 2-1. That one fouled hard the other way. Man at second. Teoscar goes down on strikes. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. White Sox 4 and the Dodgers 2. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. There's your strike, 95 of that one. And ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one just misses. Pitch misses there. And now 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. one misses.
Outside.
So a
Ball
leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard, and next to hit for the Sox, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first offering is not close.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And another ball. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering upstairs. And that one ripped into right. Makes the catch for the out.
Third baseman,
Josh Rojas getting ready to hit. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch misses.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Man at first, one away. Way inside. The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet...
Kim steps on the bag for one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Nothing doing here this half. 6-7-8-2 at the bottom of the sixth. White Sox 4 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the sixth inning, and now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Steven Wilson appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Altavilla warming up as well. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the ground, could be 2. Rojas tossed to second. On the first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Tommy Edman at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
now 3-0. Hesung Kim up next for the Dodgers. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Taylor sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Number 86 on to pitch here. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So digging in, Brooks Baldwin.
Center fielder Brooks Baldwin.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one's in there. 0-2.
No need to off with that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ripped on the ground to second, to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder Michael A. Taylor.
Now it's the right fielder, Michael A. Taylor. In for a strike. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Will Klein looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trevino, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. One down, base is empty. High in the air, out to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Mike Tauchman.
So now here's the DH. Mike Tauchman launched a grand slam earlier in the game. That was back in the 5th.
And I'd say we felt the impact of that grand slam ever since. 4 runs on 1 swing. It's just an absolute game changer.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Two down, nobody on. Called strike right there.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Just misses. And a count 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Steven Wilson hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Foul ball there.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The other way, Rojas. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one. Wilson in his 4th year, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Benintendi makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Here's Freddie Freeman at the plate. He homered earlier. He must think this is the World Series or something.
Man, I still can't believe what he did to the Yankees.
He became the first player ever to homer in each of the first 4 games of a World Series. Ripped to short. Zips it across. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8th inning coming up. White Sox 4 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Klein.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Chase Mydroff.
That clips the corner. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when
Rudder takes off. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting, first baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back. Mydroff At second, Benintendi at first with no outs. Ground ball right side, could be two. Edman over to second, throw to first, but he beat it. And here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Will Klein done for the night. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher now, Alex Vesia.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. He was late there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. That's outside. And 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pajes on the move. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So a man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. And the lead is up to 5. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brooks Baldwin. 1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. White Sox 7 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Wilson back to work. In for a strike, 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Alexander up and throwing. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good eye right there. Outside.
2 strikes.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Max Muncy. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Smith stands at second with no outs. There's a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Just off the outside edge, and a count 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Just missed. On its way to the corner, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Runner at second, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
First and second, no outs. And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
First and second here, no outs. On the ground to first, and it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 7-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Runners on the corners, no outs.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Steven Wilson is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Tyler Alexander on to pitch out of the pen here. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left.
Popped up. Vargas brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy.
And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-4.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes. Now, that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. Way outside, and that's ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Through 8 full, White Sox 7 and the Dodgers 4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lou Trevino. On for the 30th time this year.
Number 58, Lou Trevino.
Michael A. Taylor now at the plate.
Right fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 70, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Number 78 getting cranked up as well. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Mike Tauchman. He's already homered in this game. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Line drive and foul ball. That one outside. Now 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Shortstop.
So digging in, Chase Mydroff. Hit on the ground to short. Kim. Off balance feed. There's one. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. And there's the strike. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mydroff, the lead runner out at second. Benintendi on at first with 2 down. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez ranging after it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. White Sox 7 and the Dodgers 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Grant Taylor.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ground ball. Rojas throws on to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. And here's Freddie Freeman. That's a base hit. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 4 with a double. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. The White Sox trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. There's a strike up high. And the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That smash towards center. Baldwin makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Taylor raging back towards the wall. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long